Hi, this is Lisa Somerville for Divinity Designs. Today I'm here to share with you the release for September 2021. This month we are releasing 2 stamp sets, 4 custom dies, 1 Slimline embossing folder, and 1 6x9 paper die duo set. The stamp sets: Be Joyful, this is a set of 7, and Be Mine, this is also a set of 7. The custom dies: Busy Bee, this is a set of 3. You'll die cut these dies following the directions for your die cutting machine, then layer them together to create the bee embellishment that you see here. To layer my die cut panels, I'm going to be using Barely Art Craft glue. Simply apply the glue to the back of your die cut panel and then adhere the layering die cut panels in place. Now you have a bee embellishment that you can use on your projects. The next die set is Be Happy. This is a set of 4. You have the 2 word dies and the background layer dies. When die cutting the word dies, be sure to die cut and emboss following the directions for your die cutting machine. Embossing will bring out the details of the die. You can use this die set with or without the layer dies. Again, I'm going to be using Barely Art glue to adhere the word die cut panel to the layer panel. The next die set is the Honeycomb layering combo. This is a set of 5 dies. Die cut these dies following the directions for your die cutting machine, then layer them together to form a dimensional honeycomb. Here I've already die cut the dies from different colors of cardstock, and I'm going to adhere them together using Barely Art glue. Shown here is layer 1 and layer 2, layers 1, 2, and 3, and here we have layers 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we have layers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and here you can see it on a finished project. The next die set is the pop-up card with layers die set. This is a set of 13. The assembled card folds flat for mailing and fits into an A2 envelope. The completed size is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This die set includes the base and 2 layers, the bottom and 4 layers, the front and 4 layers. You'll die cut and emboss these dies following the directions for your die cutting machine. Complete instructions can also be found inside the packaging. When creating your pop-up card with layers, you'll die cut and emboss your panels following the directions for your die cutting machine. When using the layer dies with the pop-up card with layers die set, you'll want to be sure to emboss them following the directions for your die cutting machine. Embossing the layers will bring out the detailed dies. You can use the pop-up card with layers die set with or without the layers. You can use it with 1 layer, or you can use both layering dies, like I've done on this card here. Now let me show you just how easy it is to create the pop-up card with layers. I've gone ahead and die cut and embossed all the pieces I'm going to need. And I've also die cut and stamped the embellishment panel that I'm going to use. Both the stamp and the paper die duo can be found in the April 2021 Blessings Box subscription kit. When you die cut the base layers, they will die cut and score for you. I'm going to reinforce the score marks on these panels using the score buddy. After my scores have been reinforced, I can go ahead and adhere my layering panels together and then adhere those to the base die cut. Here I have my base and 2 layers. The paper that I'm going to be using is from the Floral Favorites paper pad collection. Shown here is the bottom and 4 layers, and shown here is the front and 4 layers. Before we assemble the card, I'm going to adhere the 2 layering panels together, and then I'm going to adhere those to the bottom base card panels. So here I have the layering panels adhered to the base panels. I have the front in 4 layers, the bottom in 4 layers, and then my base in 2 layers. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold on all the score lines on all 3 panels. On the base panel, that tab is going to fold up, then reinforce on the score line using a bone folder, and then we have the bottom in 4 layers, Again, use a bone folder on all the score lines for a nice crisp score. And last, we have the front with 4 layers. Again, use a bone folder for a nice crisp score. Now we can start assembling our card. We're going to start out with the base, with the front side of the cardstock facing up. Fold the tab on the base of the die cut forward, then adhere adhesive to the tab area. Next, we're going to adhere score tape to the thin tabbed area on the bottom die. Now we're going to adhere these 2 panels together. Remove the adhesive on the base, and then with the right side of the bottom layer facing you, adhere these 2 panels together. Then you'll remove the adhesive on the tab. And then you'll fold and tuck the first and second sections underneath and bring the sections on top of the base panel. You can also fold on this first score line and then simply fold the panel into place and press down on your adhesive. That will easily create the stair step that you see shown here. Now it's time to add the front in 4 layers to the base panel. You'll turn that over, add adhesive to the tabbed area, and then add a thin strip of adhesive to the bottom. Now let's attach these 2 panels together. I'm simply going to push down on the base panel, elongating the card. I'm going to remove the backing from the adhesive on the back side, center that on the panel, and then press down to adhere the adhesive. And then remove the backing from the adhesive on the top tab. Fold that tab over and secure into place. Now you're all set to embellish the front panel. Again, the pop-up card with layers die set will fold flat to fit into an A2 envelope. Use our A2 envelope die to create a coordinating envelope for your card. The embossing folder is our Slimline lattice. This measures 4 by 9 and can be used along with our Slimline die collections. Our newest paper die duo is the Buzzing Gnomes paper die duo set. This 6 by 9 paper die duo set contains 12 pattern papers, 3 sheets of each design, 6 solid colors, 3 sheets of each color, 8 Buzzing Gnome sheets, 2 designs per paper, and 1 gnome coordinating die. Now let's take a closer look at the products available in the Buzzing Gnomes paper die duo set. Again, we have the Buzzing Gnomes. There's 8 papers, 2 designs per paper, 12 6 by 9 designer papers, 3 sheets of each design, and 6 solid color sheets, 3 sheets of each color, and then the coordinating gnome die. To die cut the gnome papers, you'll simply align the die over the pre-printed images. Use removable tape to hold the die in place and then die cut following the directions for your die cutting machine. After die cutting, you'll have the pre-colored die cut images that you can use to embellish your cards or projects. Now I'd like to share with you just a few of the projects that I've created using the September 2021 release along with additional Divinity Designs products. We have a mini Slimline card, a center step A2 card, a pop-up card with layers. Again, this folds flat to fit into an A2 envelope. On this card, I used one of the sentiments from the Be Joyful stamp set, and the background was created using our blending brushes and the water spray mixed media stencil. more inspiration, visit our samples gallery, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Pinterest and Instagram.